Welcome back, Chicken Nuggets. Dr. Tyler Tarver here, and this is Sports Cards Joe Podcast, and so are you. So today I want to talk about 3 auctions that ended recently, and I wanted to get your opinion on it, but I want to give you some thoughts about what these auctions look like, what they can mean, and which one is the most ridiculous long term. So click it or ticket, buckle up, because we've got some Cheeto Charizard action. NBA rookie goodies. That's weird. Sensations. And maybe a little iconic legends selling for the largest they've ever sold. Credit to my guy Mac at Mac_card collection. I've given him shout outs before, but I went to his Instagram to make sure because I got this idea from him. I ended up swapping. He had a Kobe at the end. I swapped it with an AI. But these are 3 auctions I wanted to talk about. And so thank you, Mac, for posting that and not giving me permission to do it, but also hopefully not suing me for taking your idea. So auction number 1, and this is, going to be the most, I don't want to say ridiculous because people buy random stuff all the time, but stuff only matters and means stuff because people say it does, and there's 2 people bidding. That's what increases the value. What's the reason a PSA 10 Michael Jordan rookie card, which normally sells $150,000 to $200,000, goes for $700,000 to $800,000? Because 2 people bid against each other and raise the value. That's the reason stuff. You think this is ridiculous. Guess what? Person who collects sports cards, there are people that think us collecting sweaty dudes on cardboard quadrilaterals is ridiculous. But also, I see people buy jewelry I don't care about. I see people buy, whatever, certain cars, old school cars I don't care about. Like, there are people that buy things and it's really important to them. That is okay. All right. Granted, this one, I don't want to say it takes the cake, but it takes another food preservative. Don't know how preservatives work. A flaming hot Cheeto shaped like Pokemon's Charizard sold for nearly $88,000. Fun fact, I didn't know this until I saw it on a reel. Arena Club, which we've done collabs with Arena Club, love Arena Club, they actually sold this in one of their slab packs. So check out Arena Club. You could resell something you win for 88 grand. A Cheeto sold for 88 grand. Yes, a snack food is now an asset. So here's the question I want to explore. What makes something that has 0 inherent value suddenly worth the price of a brand new GMC? It's the Mona Lisa of snacks. Granted, wasn't there like no, that was a napkin that looked like Mother Mary. That doesn't count. We probably wouldn't eat a boogery napkin. I think that's what it was. Am I off? In the comments, fix what I just said. This Cheeto Charizard is now the Mona Lisa of snacks, okay? It's not just about what it is. It's the story and uniqueness. That's the reason this stuff has value, because nobody cares about the paint and canvas. It's the story behind it. It's the allure, father. That's illusions, father. The history, the narrative built around that. And that's what gives it value. And that goes for anything, okay? Y'all remember Supreme? They do stuff. They sold a brick, the Supreme brick. That sold, it's just a rando brick. I remember, so let me finish the story before I get off. I'm sorry, I get on tangents like I'm teaching trigonometry again. This Supreme brick sold for hundreds of dollars. It's the brand, it's the buzz, it's the story behind that product. Somebody, this piece had a moment and somebody wanted to own that moment. Social media has the power to turn a spicy corn puff into an $88,000 treasure. Speaking of bricks, so you think, well, bricks are like, my wife, she's a general contractor. So she will, she builds houses. We have bricks left over. I have to go throw bricks in the dumpster. I've sliced fingers open, chunking bricks in the dumpsters. They're not worth much at there. They cost a certain amount to build the house. Extras, they're not even worth enough to store. Just throw them away. I remember when I was in 10th grade, my high school, this kid who's grade below me, burned our high school to the ground. It's like a 100-year-old high school, burned it to the ground, okay? It's kind of a big deal. Afterwards, they salvaged some of the bricks and they stamped them. Like my parents bought a brick for that. I think I still have it somewhere in storage. Like, that brick was worth $5 or $10. It was a memory of a school that they went to and that I went to up until 10th grade when it burned down. And so the Supreme brick meant something because it took off on social media. The Cheeto Charizard meant something because it took on a life of its own. Okay. This nostalgia, the things we have for these brands, and then things connected to that, these ancillary pieces, they can take this childhood thing that we love, this nostalgia, and it can mix it and become a perfect storm, not starring George Clooney. It can become a perfect storm with this Charizard Cheeto. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. I think it's great, honestly. I think it's fun. It's not my money, so I don't really care. So, speaking of not my money, auction number 2 is a rookie's potential worth this, especially when they go down with a potentially career-ending injury. I bet Victor's going to be fine. Victor Wembanyama had a Prism Nebula 101 rookie card. It just sold for $860,000. That's more than the Black Shimmer Prism 101. I think that sold for, what, $500,000? So $860,000 for this card. Yes, it's a beautiful. The Nebulas look gorgeous. They're beautiful cards. He had a great rookie season. He had a good second year until he got hurt, until they found the blood clot in his shoulder, which, again, hopefully he's fine. Was it Brandon Ingram? He had the same thing. He did fine. Asar Thompson, he's back. Chris Bosh, it kept coming back with Chris Bosh, so it ended up ending his career. But hopefully Victor's going to be fine. The Wembanyama's rookie season was exciting. It was promising. It had tons of future potential payoff. But he's still very young. While he has all the traits to be one of the greatest, man, there's a rhyme in there. I missed it. But it's still kind of crypto-y. It's a crypto kid. We call him Can Victor be called the crypto kid? That'd be kind of cool. Just an idea. You're investing a lot, hoping that a lot of factors pan out that are outside of your control, okay? Wemby, though, if you're looking at it, he's the Ethereum. Ethereum has a pretty solid foundation. A lot of creators used it for a few years. It has upside. It's not as expensive as Bitcoin, so your end could be greater. It's got, that's kind of like the middle stocks. Like it's a younger, less proven stock, but it has a potential to get bigger. So I think that relates to Victor. But then you got to decide to yourself, do you hold or do you sell? Speaking of holding or selling, let's talk about one of the guys that impacted the game more than almost anybody, and that is Allen stinking Iverson. We're talking AI. AI is going to take our jobs. Yeah, he is, because his crossover is filthy. AI going to take so many jobs with that crossover. Oh, MJ couldn't hold it. Watch me. Step over Tyronn Lue. AI, not considered one of the top 10 to 20 best players of all time. However, I do collect Allen Iverson. Nothing crazy. I got a few good ones, but nothing crazy. Allen Iverson had a card jump. I'm talking it was like 10x his biggest sale ever. It sold for almost 700,000 doll hairs. Mac talked about it. The Kobe of this credentials, essential credentials now sold for $560,000. And Kobe has a way bigger following than AI, won 5 championships as opposed to AI's 1 finals appearance. But this Iverson 1997 essential credentials card has sold for over 700 grand, smashed the previous record. The reason is one thing alone: rarity. Rarity. This is numbered out of 3. The way they did this was that set, they had like 2 versions of that Essentials credential set, and one of them was numbered out of the credential set. The one was numbered out of their jersey number, and AI being jersey number 3, there are only 3 of these cards that were ever produced from 1997. So that's 28 years ago. Of those 3, what are the chances that 1 or 2 of them didn't get lost, stolen, put in a binder, mom threw it in the trash, whatever, is lost to history? This is probably the only one we will ever see pop up for sale. Somebody was like, yeah, I'm getting it. Because that's the thing I've noticed as somebody who's collected the 96 year before credential set, it's numbered out of 499. That doesn't mean there's 499 copies that still exist of this. It means that there were 499 produced originally 28, 29 years ago. This card, I've found with collecting that set, there are so many people that want to collect these whole sets. There's set collectors from the 90s that are trying to collect all of these rare cards, these numbered cards. And I've been a bidder against these people because I'm doing the same thing. They will go all in trying to get some of these cards because they don't pop up often. And the fact that it's 3, we will not see another sale of that in our lifetime. So that's why it rose to the crazy value that it rose to. Of these 3, the Cheeto Charizard for 88 grand, the Victor Wembanyama Nebula 101 for $860,000, or the Allen Iverson essential credentials now out of 3 from 97, which one of those 3 would you rather have long term, and why is it the Allen Iverson? So that's the episode today. Pretty crazy stuff, pretty cool things. Thanks, Mac, for posting this reel. Go follow him. He's way better than me. If you have to choose one of us, choose him. He earned it. So thank you guys so much for listening. Y'all be good, stay sweet, and never stop collecting. Like, subscribe if you want to. But most importantly, sports cards are dope, and so are you. Later.